just start and close your eyes. Let's just start breathing together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One last inhale, exhale. Now return to your normal breathing. Bring your awareness to your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Take one more moment. Feeling your nostrils. Now bring your awareness to your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Bring your awareness to your chest. Relax your chest. Now bring your awareness to your belly. Relax all the organs in your belly. Now bring your awareness to your hips. Let your hips be heavy and grounded. Now bring your awareness to your legs, your ankles, your feet. Relax all of them. Now let's take 3 more deep breaths together. Inhale fully, all the way to the crown, and exhale completely through the root. Inhale again. Exhale slowly, gently, and completely. One more breath. Inhale fully to the crown. Inhale a little more, a little more. And then exhale all out. And palms together in front of heart. Let's set an intention for today's practice. So today's practice is Yin Yoga. And one of the best learning of Yin Yoga is patience. So let's set the intention with patience as a theme. We cultivate patience toward ourselves, toward others. Maybe we all have goals, but be patient. The process is really the living. So let's be patient. Silently recite your intention 3 times in your heart. Very good. Now release your hands, open your eyes. So we'll start today yin yoga. So each of the pose is going to be held for 3 to 4 minutes. So some poses are just symmetric. Some has 2 sides. So if it's 2 sides, one side will have 3 minutes, and then the other side will have another 3 minutes. So today's asanas primarily target spine. So especially the lower spine. So if you do have lower spine health concerns, especially if you, what I want to say is if you have any pain, get out of the pose. But generally, these are very therapeutic poses for spine. So let's come to the back of your mat. We're gonna do the standing forward fold. So it's a dangling pose. So let your feet be hip width apart, and then just slowly, gently fold forward. There's no strain. Be very, very gentle wherever you are. Stay here. We'll stay here for 2 minutes. So you will notice the way you fold forward. Because of gravity, it will go down a little over time. All I need to say is just breathe. You can breathe and then observe your body. Maybe you can then go down a little more. If you have very tight hamstring, you can even slightly bend your knees. Just be curious about your body. When you have the chance, take one deep inhale. And feeling your backside expand, your shoulder blades open. You can nod your head. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Maybe you can grab your opposite elbows. Maybe you start to sense the blood flow into your brain. And this very pose is a very humbling pose. It's a way of bowing down. And bowing down toward the earth, the great Mother Earth. Observe your sensations. For the last 2 breaths, try to take deeper inhale and full exhale. Now slowly look forward, look toward the mat and start bending your knees down and separate your feet as wide as possible, like mat width apart, and then bend your knees all the way down to a squat. So have your arms in front of your knees and shin bone, and then palms together in front of heart, just coming to a squat. And we'll stay here for 1 minute. So this will, you can keep your spine straight by getting your back of the neck also long. You can adjust your feet. This is a very good deep opening for the groin area. Examine if your tailbone going toward the earth. And close your eyes. Sending care and love to the area that has the sensation. Maybe even shift your weight forward and back. Just observe your body. Now open your eyes, put palms on the floor, and walk your palms forward. We're going to the belly to Sphinx pose. So elbows directly under the shoulders. So your belly is on the floor. You can straighten your legs, back of your feet on the floor. Just palms down. And just a simple Sphinx pose. There's no strain. Nowhere to be, nowhere to go. Just stay here. Feeling your body. This is yin pose, so it's passive. If this is too much for you, you can also walk your elbows forward a few more inches. That will be easier on your lower back. So experiment your body, what's comfort and what's the edge. Close your eyes, turn inward. Now bend your right knee. Stay here for 1 breath. Lower down your right foot. Bend your left knee. Stay here for 1 breath. Now lower down your left foot. Bend both knees. Stay here. This pose has effect on your lower spine. Builds your, tones your lower spine. And at the same time, if you feel the chest opening, it probably also, feeling some stretch in the front side, close to between belly and heart. Now lower your legs and then put your head, stack your arms, forearms together, stack your arms and just put your forehead on the arms. Take 2 breaths. And then come up. Let's do it again. Hold for 3 more minutes. So this time, if you want for a deeper stretch, you can do seal pose, which is straighten your elbows and just push your palms on the floor or on the mat. So it's a deepened lower back stretch compared to the Sphinx pose. So if this is too much for you, stay in the Sphinx pose. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. If your neck is feeling fine, then you can leave your head back. That will stretch your thyroid gland. And then let your head come back. Lower down your elbows. Stay for 2 breaths. And then put your palms under the shoulders and lower down. Just lower down the forehead for 2 more breaths. Tuck your toes behind and then push up to all fours. Be very gentle. And then push to child's pose. And stay here for 1 minute. You can massage your forehead by rolling your forehead left and right. Now slowly shift up. Let's come to downward dog just for a few breaths. And step your feet left and right. Bend one knee at a time. Lengthening your spine. And observe your calf muscles. When you reach the heel toward the floor, calf muscle gets stretched. Change sides. And you can also go get your chest toward one side and then the other. And that will also activate parts of your outer hip muscles. Just a little bit of movement, because most of the asanas we do in yin yoga is still. Now, take your left leg towards front, in between hands, come to a low lunge. So we do a few dragon poses. So move your left foot forward until your left knee is above the left ankle. So just shift your hips forward 3 times, a bit of a movement, and then come to just a low lunge. We stay. There are a few alternatives. We will cycle through them, 4 together. You don't have to do all of them, but I will guide you through all 4. You can stay in the first 2. So first one is just here, the low lunge. You can put your hands on the either side of left foot and just relax your chest on the left thigh. This is a very good pose for a hip flexor, the right hip flexor. So you can flatten the right toes. So make sure your right knee is padded because we don't want any injuries. We hold here for extended period of time. So use a blanket or a bolster. Now the next variation is put your both hands on the left thigh, and then this will give a little more chest opening as well as having more weight, so the hip flexor has a deeper stretch. If you feel like challenging yourself, you can close your eyes. I know some people always like to be challenged. And smile. The next variation is dragon flying low. So put your palms on right side of your left leg. You can walk your left foot toward the left edge. So, and then come down to the elbows. If elbows is too low for you, then put your blocks to get your elbows down. And this is where I feel today I need. So I put my elbows on the blocks. You can just relax your head. And this will get you even deeper stretch on the right hip flexor. And now it also works toward the left inner thigh. Again, observe your body. You can even shift, small shifts left and right, and experiment your body. How does that affect your sensation? Now slowly get your palms onto the floor. Now we'll do the next variation. It's a twisted dragon. So you plant your right palm on the floor or on the block. So for today, I would like to put my right hand on the block and then start to twist your lower belly to the left and chest to the left, and then shoulder to the left. You can put left hand on the left thigh, left hip, And you can simply stay here, or you can push the left knee outward. So if that's okay with you. And if you want a bigger stretch, you can also put your right elbow on the floor. So that's a much deeper stretch. So twisted dragon. And your left foot will be rolling on the outer edge. So your left foot is on the outer edge of the foot. You can just simply look toward left. So your right shoulder is, right elbow is directly under the right shoulder. So that gives you the optimum weight bearing. It's stacked. At any time, if you think it's too much, you can always come out. Allow yourself to come out. There's no competition. Always be patient. Now slowly turn back to center. Put your both palms on the floor. And tap your back toes and right toes. Lift your right knee and then step your left foot back and come down to downward dog. So really feel the difference between your right and left hip flexor. The right hip flexor is really, really open and stretched. Now, knees down to child's pose for a minute. And then slowly come up to all fours and then to downward dog again. And just step your feet left and right, a little bit movement. And then step your left foot between your hands. Sorry, the right foot. The right foot between your hands and left knee down. And move your right foot forward a few inches until the right knee is right above your right ankle. And then just shift forward your hips a few times. And then stay here, put the back toes down. And rest your chest on the right thigh. Observe the sensation. You know, I feel yin yoga is like a little game. I'm just looking for sensations in my body and just say hello. Hey, left hip flexor. You're feeling getting stretched. So thank you for being there for me. And I love you. You can always smile at your sensations. And now slowly Get your both palms onto your right thigh, and that weight on the hips will naturally open the left hip flexor even more. Just stay here. Focus on your breathing. For people who want to challenge, you're welcome to close your eyes. I feel very nervous when I close my eyes here. But sometimes it's always good to challenge our minds. If your mind say, I can do it, then you can do it. That's how powerful our minds are. And slowly put your palms on the left side of your right foot and get your right foot to the edge of the mat. Now put your elbows on the floor for the dragon flying low, or you can put your elbows on the blocks wherever you are. That's all good. You can simply relax your head. Observe your body. See if any of these variation give you different sensations. There's no good or bad, they're just sensations. And most of us are not purely symmetrical. So the left side feels one way and the right side feels another way. You can just shift, small shifts. See if your sensations change. And slowly put your palms back onto the floor. And then ground your left palm on the floor and turn your belly to the right, chest to the right, and shoulders to the right. And then use your right palm to push your right knee away from yourself. So your right foot is on the outer edge. And just stay here. Now sense if there's any part of your body beside your left hip flexor is having a stretch. My inner right thigh has some sensation. If you want a fuller stretch, then you can also put your left elbow on the floor. And continue to turn your chest to the left, to the right, and to the ceiling. Your left elbow is directly under your left shoulder. Have left palm on the floor. And smile. oftentimes yin yoga is seemingly very simple, but it's not very easy. And a lot of things are like that. It's simple for a short time, but if you do it for a long time, it's not easy. That's why there's marathon. You can run for 50 meters, very simple. But if you run for 25 kilometers, it's not very easy. Yin yoga is the same concept. It tests your patience. On the next inhale, slowly come back to center. Very slow. We want to be sloth in yin practice. Tuck your left toes first, and then lift your left knee, and then gently step your right foot back and come to downward dog. Ooh. Now sense your hip flexors. And step your left and right knee. Bend one knee at a time, and keep one knee bent. Just stay here for one moment. And then switch, bend the other knee. Stay here for a moment. And then come to child's pose for a minute of rest. And then when you are ready, just come up to our fours, and then we'll move to the next pose, which is half butterfly. So what I recommend is I want to sit on the blanket. So make sure my hips are a little higher than my knees. And the half butterfly is having your knees, having your feet wide apart. So your hips is rolling forward instead of going down. So make sure you're sitting on the higher if you're not open. So like me. So bend your left knee, put your left foot inside, heel on the pelvic region. So then just walk your hands forward and relax your head and neck. Stay here. So probably feeling the sensation of your right hamstring. Flex your right foot. Just walk your hands to where you feel comfortable, but it's an edge. Let's stay here for 3 minutes, so it's quite a long time. Make sure your both buttocks are on the floor. If it helps you to relax your head and neck, you can always put a block to support your forehead, and then keep your elbows on the floor. Probably by now you can even fold down a little more. So just walk your hands forward a little more. Our body is a tremendous machine. If you just allow it to open, it will open. And slowly walk your hands back toward your pelvis. And then slowly come up, head come up last. And then use your hands to lift your right thigh and get it back. And then we'll work on the other side. So straighten your left knee and put your right foot toward your pelvic region. And make sure your both buttocks are on the floor. And then just have your hands out and then forward, out and forward. And then put your hands on the floor. Oh, one thing, sorry, I forgot to mention that if you have lower back issue, try to keep your back straight. So otherwise you can just relax down your head and neck. And just sense your hamstring on the left side. Observe your body. Maybe your left hamstring feels different from your right hamstring. If you take a deeper inhale, how does your back feel? Where in your back feels that sensation? And slowly look forward, push your palms back toward your pelvis, and then use your hand to lift your left thigh, bend your left knee. So next we want to do a twist, seated twist. So just put your, so left heel under the right hip, and then put your right foot outside of left thigh. So left heel under the right hip and the right foot outside of left thigh. So if this is too much for your knee, then you can straighten the under leg forward. So otherwise, so my left knee has some problem, so I'm going to just keep my left knee straight, left leg straight. And then inhale, left arm stretch out, and then exhale, put your left arm, wrap your right thigh, and then turn your belly first, and then chest, and then shoulders. Right hand behind your buttocks, so you can grab your right thigh, and then stay here. And lastly, turn your head to the right. So we'll just stay here for a seated twist. And when your belly is really close to the right thigh, you would feel the outer hip stretch on the right side. And this is also a twist, so it has double benefit. Let's stay here for 10 breaths. Last 2 breaths. Inhale, slowly turn around, head come up, come around last. Great. And now we switch sides. You can put left foot under the right sit bone, and then put your right foot outside of left thigh. So I am asymmetric, so my right knee has no problem. So I'm going to bend my right knee. And then turn your belly, chest, stretch your right arm first, and then put your right arm, wrap your left thigh. And then turn your belly, chest, shoulders, and then last to look back. Your left hand is behind your buttocks. You can close your eyes. Just feel your body. And examine your body. What if you just relax your left hip? Oftentimes when we have intense sensation, we feel we need to tense up, but the opposite is needed. We need to relax it. Anywhere, if you feel you are like grabbing, have tension, see if you can relax it. Three more breaths. Slowly turn back, belly, chest, shoulder, head come up, back, last. Now, unwind your legs, we'll come to the floor. We will do one more pose, which is banana pose. It's basically you have like this side. So I'll guide you through it. So come to the back and then shift your buttocks to the left side of the edge, and then put your both feet to the right corner of the edge. Now extend your arms above your head and shift your hands to the right side. You can grab the left wrist using your right hand, and then just stay here. And this is called Bananasana. Bananasana. So inhale, just feeling the left side get stretched. Exhale, relax your buttocks. So your both buttocks are on the floor. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Both your shoulders are on the mat. Now next, you cross your left foot over the right ankle. Now stay here for 5 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your left hip. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, relax your left hip. Now release your arms, release your legs, and then come back to center and shift your buttocks to the right edge of the mat. And then put both your feet to the left corner, and then extend your arms. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, and both arms are on the floor. So everything's flat on the floor. It's just like a banana. Inhale deep. Feeling the right torso gets that yummy stretch. Exhale, relax your right hip. Relax your both shoulders on the mat. And then cross your right foot over the left ankle. Stay here for 5 more breaths. Intentionally relax your right hip. Take one deep inhale. Exhale, relax your right hip even more. And then slowly release your hands, release your foot and leg. Come back to center. It's time for Shavasana. So you can take any form of Shavasana. What I recommend is using 2 blocks. One block under, you can place one block under the shoulder blades, and then the other block support your head. So the lowest height for supporting your shoulder blades. The other block would be the next height. And just come, you can keep your legs straight, or if you want to have more opening, you can keep your butterfly for the legs. You can have arms wide open. So this with supported block, your shoulders will be falling off the block, and that enables your chest opening. Now close your eyes. Take 3 conscious breaths here. Feeling your belly rise and fall. Feeling your chest rise and fall. Bring your awareness to your forehead. Relax the area between your eyebrows. Bring your awareness to your chest. Feeling your heart open, yet protected and safe. Bring your awareness to your hips. Let them be heavy, grounded, and well supported. Bring your awareness to your ankles and feet. They are your root system. They're well supported and rooted. If your legs are in butterfly pose, you can now slowly straighten them. And you can stay here for a few more minutes for the Shavasana, or you can roll off the block for a normal Shavasana. So take care of yourself, be kind, be gentle to yourself, as well as be patient. We're just as perfect as we are. I appreciate your presence. Thank you for being here. And thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself, your body, your mind, and be of support for others who practice with you. Your presence is the best present. Thank you for that. Sending your love from my heart to yours. Namaste.